Welcome back to another episode of The Universal Voice, and I'm once again joined by Shashvat. If you guys don't know who that is, please check our previous video. He is an amazing person who is a brilliant vlogger and at the same time is a doctor and a United fan. How do you do that?
It's just passion for everything, passion for United, passion for medicine and traveling and just filmmaking. I'm just too passionate about everything. So I think I can find time for a little bit for everything.
Yeah, you're making it sound very easy, but then hats off to you. That's an amazing thing. Picking up from our previous conversation, Shashwat, we've already seen three Premier League games that have been played. And what are your initial thoughts about the team and our performance?
I think the team really looks promising. There's a lot of solid defense now. I think the impact that Varane has had on the defense is really good. I can already see him, instructing Van Bissaka as to how to go about, instructing Fred as to what he should be doing. So I think he brings a lot of experience, a lot of winning mentality into the team. So I think defense is really sorted. I'm so happy about that. And apart from that, even the forwards look really promising. And I just hope we just get the midfield sorted, and we're gonna be so competing for the title. This midfield needs to be sorted.
So, good thing that you mentioned and you've touched on the midfield part of the thing right now, because it's such a clear and obvious issue with our team. Why do you think that it wasn't rectified or sorted out in this transfer window?
I think what happens with the board is that what I've noticed every year is that they have this particular budget, as this is how much you want to spend. Approximately, it's always 60 to 80 million net spend every year. So this is what I've been noticing, and there are like priorities. So right wing would be a priority, or maybe centre back would be a priority. So no manager, you see from Van Gaal days, you see from Mourinho days, no manager has been given the players that they wanted. So this is what is happening, and I think we're always every one player short away from being a very amazing team. So last year was centre back and right wing. Sancho was supposed to be last year's signing, that has come in this year. So I think the board is, again, like I said, is a lot of business involved. Rather than being a football team, we are still a business, and I think that needs to change at the club.
No, definitely. And I also believe that there are certain restrictions coming in from the both side that maybe Ole had to prioritize. Maybe he had to prioritize in a way that, all right, if I get my centre back and then right winger, I might not get my CDM. And he had to probably pick two out of these three positions, depending on the budget that they had. And I don't think anyone can complain of the players that have come in. Like, you cannot...
Yeah, all the players are amazing, and I don't know how Oli cannot find a way to use Van der Beek, right? Because I have seen Van der Beek in Ajax. He plays in semi-finals. He has played European nights. So how does Oli not figure out to play Van der Beek? I think Fred has a lot of dirt on Ole, and I think that is why he keeps picking. That's the reason Van der Beek is not playing. Or maybe Van der Beek has some thing going on with Ole's daughter or something. That's why he does not play. I don't know how Van der Beek does not play. It's so irritating.
I mean, it's if you put both the players together, this is Fred and this is Van der Beek. At the end of the day, I think anyone who has the most basic common sense of football will understand that there is a player here in Van der Beek, and then there is an half-cooked chicken who's running on the pitch most of the times, which I really don't understand.
Fred is so useless. I mean, forget the advanced stuff in football like man marking or even making the runs. He can't even pass the ball. It's as basic as that. I mean, how can he not pass the ball? It's basic. And what infuriates me is that Michael Carrick is right there next to Ole, and Michael Carrick is one of the most underrated CDMs in the Premier League history, right? So how can he not see this happening, and how can he not be rectifying this? It's just very confusing to me.
What I don't also understand, Shashwat, is that so many people are like, "Arey, then what are they doing on the training pitch? How is he still the player he is?" But if it's not there in you, they cannot cultivate it or they cannot grow it. You cannot teach someone how to pass a ball 5 yards, 10 yards. You can't teach someone to
exactly.
Pass a ball.
Exactly. I mean, passing is not something to be taught. It's just very come on, I mean, you pass the ball, that's football, and you can't even do that. So it's horrible. And especially, I feel so bad for Van der Beek, where he's come from a academy that is so technically gifted. It's all about pass and move, so technical. And I just feel what he might be thinking, that he has to see Fred be picked. I just feel so bad for Donny. And he's just so professional. He's never complained. And I just feel so bad for him.
Talking about that part of it, if you remember, around on the transfer day and then a day after that, Donny van de Beek's agent was speaking. On the transfer deadline day, he mentioned that there were chances of him going out on loan, but then the board and Ole blocked it. And directly after, I think the next day or something, I wouldn't say he backtracked on those words, but he said something to the terms of, you cannot demand really playing time. He will get his opportunities. He's working hard, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. I really don't understand this situation. Either Ollie and the coaching staff think that he cannot play in a double pivot, or Fred and McTominay are better than him. And I'm fearful of trying to figure out which one it is.
Exactly. I think a better coach, or anyone, like even, I honestly feel there's so many good coaches in the Premier League. I know, like Brighton, I don't know if you see Brighton play, Brighton and Graham Potter, right? So they play so well. I think Wolves played us off the park. I think there are so many good coaches, and Ole has no clue how to sort out this midfield. I think better coaches can get McTominay, Van der Beek and Pogba to play in the midfield. I think better coaches can figure it out. I think Pep can figure out even Bruno, Pogba and Van der Beek to play. I'm so sure.
He used to play winning football with Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva and Fernandinho or Gundogan, who was available. You will not consider them box-to-box players, but KDB and David Silva would dominate any midfield.
Yeah. So I think all is really lacking there with his technical skills. I think he's just too protective. He just wants to be too protective. So I think somewhere at the back of the mind, there's a lot of fear, because he really likes this job. But I think that he really appreciates this job so much that he doesn't want to mess up. So that's why he plays it too safe and doesn't want to take risks.
We're getting into such an interesting tangent right now. So do you think all of this was down to, just to play the devil's advocate here, do you think the fact that he was so, he did not really trust our defensive line as much in terms of the back four, with Lindelof playing along with Maguire? Maybe that was the reason why he would depend on a double pivot of McTominay and Fred, because they would both work hard and run up and down. So maybe right now, probably once McTominay comes back from his injury, there is room for like serious change in this season.
Correct. Yes, exactly. Because I think playing two defensive midfielders is just not right. When you don't have faith in your centre backs, that is when you play two defensive midfielders. So, but then with Varane coming in, this should be changing now. We cannot be playing two defensive midfielders, right? So I think it should change. And now that there is more confidence in the back four, I think we can have a space to have one more attacking midfielder in Van der Beek. I think that'll be perfect. Fred or McTominay.
No, sorry. Yeah. Carry on.
Yeah. So I think even in the friendlies, we saw, Matic and Van der Beek playing, right, in the friendlies. So even the season game, Matic and Van der Beek played so well. So it was Matic, Van der Beek, Pogba, and by the front three. So it was beautiful. We needed one CDM, Van der Beek on one side, Pogba on one side, and Bruno at the top. I think it's just perfect.
I think every single time we've seen Matic and Van der Beek playing together, they both have footballing intelligence. They know how to handle a ball. They know how to take care of the ball. You can see that there is a connection over there. At this moment, I think that all we can do is just give him the benefit of the doubt, Ole and the coaching staff, and see for the next few games and how it develops. Because I think all of us are very clear about what is the issue right now with the team.
Yeah, I think everyone sees it. Even all the pundits at all studios, all the fans, they just talk about one thing, and I don't see how Ole does not see it. It's just, it's amazing.
It's exactly. So which is the reason why I'm saying that we probably have to give him the benefit of the doubt right now to see the next few games how it develops.
Oh, yeah, let's see.
So Shashvat, we spoke about Cristiano Ronaldo in our previous conversation. But like
Yeah.
we mentioned, he isn't the only signing that has come in. There is Varane, there is Sancho, and then there is Ronaldo. Now,
Right.
this is the nucleus of our team. This team from last season, and adding these three elite players. What do you think? Is there any room for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to have any excuse for this season?
I don't think so. I think he has the perfect team. I'm sure many other coaches with this team can win Premier Leagues, can win Champions Leagues with this exact same team. So there has to be no room for error. I mean, I don't know where you are on Ole in or Ole out, but I have been Ole out since a long time now. I have no faith in him, and he. How can he keep losing 3 semi-finals and 1 final? And if it does not deliver, he has to go. I mean, and I think with Zidane waiting, I think Zidane would be perfect for our team, which is so technically gifted, which has Ronaldo and Varane. I think they should just get Zidane in and just throw Ole out. If he does not win this season, he has to go.
You have no idea how badly I tried to dodge this statement coming in, but you ended up mentioning it as it is. I tried to stir the Olive, the whole frenzy, but no, it's interesting to know that. So basically, we should get another Real Madrid kicking in right now. Get Zidane in. Ronaldo's already here. Varane is already here. Let's just start with it.
Exactly, because you need to start winning, right? Because people still forget that United to win in and out. Like Sir Alex had 3 back-to-back Premier Leagues, right? So, and back then I was bored. Like, how are we only winning? Now? Why other people win? Why can't be the no? So from coming from there to top 4, wow, top 4 is so amazing. So we don't want to be the next Arsenal, right? So top 4, Arsene Wenger for 10 years, he just gets them into top 4 and that's it. So I see us going there. So before it's too late, I think steps should be taken to just get back to silverware.
Bro, Arsenal can't even dream of a top 4 right now.
Hopeless. Is in a relegation battle.
Europa League is heaven for them right now.
So, but are you confident? Even that's even lower than the Europa League. They are in the
they didn't even qualify for that. God, oh God. I think you know any Arsenal fans? You know any Arsenal?
Oh, so many Arsenal fans, because it was that time, right? The Invincibles, Thierry Henry. It was 99 to 2001, 2002. So all my friends either are United fans or Arsenal fans. So none of them are Chelsea and Man City fans, because that is the time where, so I know so many Arsenal fans, and oh my, I keep tagging them in so many posts. I keep sending them so many memes. It's Arsenal is such a joke now.
I've reached a point I feel bad. I have my friends. I don't send them anything now.
I feel bad like this. Yeah.
So, but coming back to United, like how you mentioned, you are all out. I am actually not all out. I'm definitely all in, because I feel that if I look back at the time of the last 8 years, and everything after Fergie was a mess.
Yeah.
Right from day one, it was just an absolute.
Okay.
The one thing that even I'm sure you can't deny is that when you see this team right now, this team that has come up over the last 2.5-3 years with Oli working with them.
Yeah.
This team has made me fall in love with United again, if that makes sense. So he definitely has done a few things, more than a few things right with this team. And at the end of the day, even as an Oli-in, if tomorrow he gets sacked, he will go and leave this team in a better situation for anyone to come in and uplift this team to a title, probably. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, my hope, and I still believe that at the worst case situation would be, at least this season, he must be given proper backing, which I would say fair enough he has been, even though there isn't. But I'm not going to make excuses for that. He has to do something, even for me, even if I'm all in. So that's where I am right now.
No, and definitely he's done really good stuff. I think with man management, with Pogba, with so many people, I think his man management skills are very good. I think the way he handles media pressure, the way he handles player pressure, that is really, really commendable. And also he does have the United DNA. So that is a big plus that no other manager is going to have. He has to deliver this season, I think. Yeah.
Definitely. That's one thing every fan can agree on is, okay, now everything is done. We've seen your reasons, excuses, whatever. Now we're going to sit back, and now is the time to judge him. I feel like now you can openly judge him. Whatever we do this season. By the way, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. I think if Van der Beek plays more often, I think we can definitely be competing really, really seriously.
I really hope for that, man. What a beautiful player he is. He's come from the Ajax. I can't believe we don't use him.
Yeah. So I think that is the key. How he manages the midfield, and I think we can be really good title challengers or even go deep into the Champions League.
Shashvat, just around the topic of French players right now, what do you think about the sale of Dan James and the fact that Jesse Lingard stayed and he wasn't sold as well?
I think what I think is that the management and people above all, they really interfere too much into everything at the squad level, at the French player level, and even the team selection level. Because somewhere I feel that sometimes Oli gets, this is my speculation, sometimes Oli gets orders that certain players need to be played so that their market value increases. Okay, because just before Dan James is sold, he has started the game. Okay, and he was doing such a horrible job against Wolves. There's no point. I didn't see him there. So how is he starting one game and being sold the next day? I don't get it. And I think Lingard should have gone for his career, and it just does not suit our style of play. Lingard will do so much better at Everton, at West Ham, or even at any other Leicester, for example. He'll do so well at Leicester. So these people just have to go, and we are so bad at retaining players. We are just so bad at just letting this. You should let them go. Like Mata should have gone, Pereira should have gone, Romero should have gone one season back. Phil Jones should be going. Lingard, James. There are like 6 players that should have gone this season, but I don't know why we don't sell players so easily.
That's because these idiots keep paying them so much money that no one wants to touch them.
Exactly, especially looking at Chelsea and Liverpool, the amount of sale they do, and they do it so well. It just because even Tammy Abraham is such a nice player, and they were able to sell him to Roma, and just even for Man City, the Aguero is like the talisman, and they let him go. David Silva, they let him go. So I think there's still a lot of niceness and politeness in the club than just ruthlessness and just pure winning mentality.
You know what? I agree with that. I definitely do. Thinking about this itself, what do you think about the chances of Anthony Martial this season? Because that's like more or less a forgotten man right now.
Yeah, I think Martial suffers from a lot of psychological issues, because I remember in his first season he does really well. Then Zlatan comes in, takes the number 9, and again he is hesitating. So when he is secure in his position, I think he performs very well. Whenever there's a competition in the team, I think he really hesitates, and I think he's a little underconfident. So, and again this season, after Zlatan went, he performs again very well. And then again, when Cavani has come in, he is threatened and he's just not able to perform. So I think that is where he is. I think this season also not going to be too great for him. He might have to be sold, or maybe he'll just stay there at the club as a French player.
So, it's so obvious and clear that he has such great talent, but I think you pretty much hit the nail. It's something wrong in terms of his confidence and mentality, I feel. So, would you be is he like one of those players that you really admired, really liked, and if he goes, it'd be a sad thing for you?
It will be a sad thing, because I see there's a lot of talent. He just has to be nurtured and just given a lot of confidence and just a lot of game time, a little patience. And I think he can really deliver. On the left wing, I think with Rashford and Martial as 2 options, I think he should stay, and I think he can deliver if just stay a little patient with him.
No, you're absolutely right. And I feel that this season is going to be a long season. And especially with someone like Ronaldo, I feel like we'll be going into various cup competitions, including the Champions League, further.
Right.
So probably the squad will definitely come in handy. So
and good.
Yeah.
And good thing is that Martial scored for France yesterday in the qualifier. So I think he'll get his confidence back.
I really hope, because of confident Martial is breathtaking to witness.
Yeah. And that goal against Liverpool, on his debut, that was amazing.
No, that I completely agree with that one. So, Shashvat, so just to sum everything up right now, what is your least expectancy from this season? Like, which is minimum?
I think top 4 is minimum. I think semi-finals of the Champions League is minimum, and one trophy, FA Cup or Carabao. These two, top 4 and at least deep into the Champions League. I think this is I don't see us challenging for the Premier League. I just don't see it happening. But we can go, if we get deep into the Champions League and at least get one silverware, I'll be happy with that for this season.
No, I think you're completely right. There's some form of a trophy has to come in. Definitely. I, in fact, would go on to say, to the point that even if we finish top 4 reasonably well, and if we don't win a trophy, there might be a situation because of the Ronaldo factor coming in that we might keep managing. I feel that.
That's so true. And I think it'll be a growth. And I think my minimum expectation is that he changes the midfield. I think that'll be a big win for him. Even if he does that, I think I'll forgive him for not winning a silverware if he just changes the midfield.
Okay, so that was probably the best way to sum it up, Shashvat. And thank you so much once again for coming in.
No, it's a lot of fun. I'm just always ready to talk about United any time of the day.
No, definitely. I'm pretty sure that we'll get in touch again. We'll probably chat about a few crazy ass wins in the future with Ronaldo scoring goals after goals.
Yes. I hope so.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and do remember to follow Dr. Shashvat, and I'm going to put in his socials in the description below. And thank you so much once again.
Okay, bye, take care.